When I was 16 years old, I bought my first car. It cost $1,500. It was pretty much my entire life savings, and I got a 1979 Pontiac Grand Prix. It was a boat. It was so big. And the first thing I put into it was a sound system. And I would drive that car, and I'd be going, bop, bop, bop. I'd be like, hey, yeah, what's up? Got my own ride. And it's amazing what can happen to a vehicle over a few years, because just a few years later, it became a piece of junk. Just a piece of junk. The point of the story is this. None of us make it through this thing called life without the goodness of others. None of us make it through life without the goodness of others. You know, when I think of my life, I am deeply indebted to hundreds, maybe thousands of people who listened to whispers from God, and then they cared for me, they prayed for me, they supported me, they financially gave to me, they got me out of they bailed me out a time or two. Because from the moment that you and I come into this world, all we have is a human body that is dependent on other people. So I realize that for many of us in this auditorium and those of you on this stream, our thoughts are consumed by what all it means to be responsible adults in our world. What it means to work hard, to gain some money, to have a house, to pay mortgage payments, to pay your utility bill, to put food on the table, to get college funds for your kids or weddings that are coming. We're focused maybe on loving our spouses and caring for our children and being cordial in friendship and to those that we work with. We're doing laundry and helping with nasty diapers that have to be changed. But if you're like me, every once in a while, you ask the question that, is there something more than just being a responsible adult? Sometimes I wonder, is there something more in this whole thing called life? And the answer is yes, there is. Just doing all the responsible stuff, folks, that is not life itself. It's when you go into the deep end, to the deep part of the pool, and you say, God, whatever the whisper is that you give to me, what is the injustice, the thing you want me to go after, that's the deep end. If you live a kind of wide open lifestyle, I must serve with a wide open heart. I must serve with a wide open heart. You know, the greatest way that you can serve another human being, the greatest way you can serve them, is by introducing them to the God who loves them.